Inaugurates legacy project in Agboike to Bariga local council development areas of Lagos State. Vice President Kashim Shettima restates government's commitment to transforming Nigeria's education sector. And foreign in Cambodia calls for ceasefire amid escalating clashes with Thailand. And in sport, wife of the president charges Super Falcons players to go for victory against Morocco at 2024 WAFCON final. Now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has inaugurated legacy projects in Agboiketu and Bariga local council development areas, LCDAs of the state. These include Otumba Bushura Alebiosu Multipurpose Building, Agboi Community Primary School, Agboiketu ICT Hub, His Royal Majesty Oba Taiwo Adeshegun Lamina Sports Center, and networks of road at Agboiketu. Speaking in Agboiketu LCDA, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who commended the outgoing chairman for developmental strides in the council, urged residents of the area to support the incoming chairman to sustain the pace of development.
Some of the projects that she has done. And so I want to urge all of them to continue to work hard, because our people are watching and they are deserving of purposeful governance. They're deserving of leadership that they can relate with. They're deserving of leadership that will say and do what they say and act even beyond the expectation of the citizens.
And while speaking at Bariga LCDA, where he inaugurated Turn 1 network of roads, 5 primary health centers, 3 newly built primary schools, and 1 fire station, Governor Sanwo-Olu said the projects by an LCDA gave credence to the existence of the councils.
Commend your leadership. You have shown leadership both locally in your local government. You have shown it at the state level at the chair of Conference 57. But uniquely too, you have also shown leadership as the one-time outgoing president. And during your tenure, you are able to demonstrate to all of the local government right throughout the center, right throughout the country, what meaningful and purposeful leadership is all about.
The outgoing chairman of Agboiketu LCDA, Dele Oshuno, and his Bariga counterpart, Kolade Alabi, expressed their gratitude to the state government for support.
They are not just adding over stories, they are adding over legacies. Look around you, from roads to school, from empowerment programs to digital innovation, from housing estates to modern administrative structure, from markets to health education, every corner of Agboiketu bears witness to our covenant with the people.
As we celebrate this progress, let it serve as renewed inspiration for us to continue building a better Bariga. The journey is far from over, but with unity, determination, and a shared vision, we will keep moving.
Our correspondent Adiola Akindele quotes Governor Sanwo-Olu as urging other local government areas to emulate a gesture to bring more dividends of democracy to residents of the state. A 3-day retreat for traditional rulers in Lagos is underway at Ikeja with the theme Strengthening Traditional Institutions Through Collaboration for Growth and Peaceful Coexistence in Lagos. At the opening of a second day, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said the retreat is to form an harmonious relationship between government and traditional rulers, to serve as a vital bridge between the grassroots and the government, while pledging continued improved welfare. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by his deputy, Obafemi Hamzat, charged the traditional rulers to be the voice of their people and make developmental requests for their subjects, as well as preserve the wetlands due to global climate change to prevent Lagos from sinking. The Lagos government has issued a stern warning to individuals parading themselves as Oba-elect to the throne of Olu of Ekpe Kingdom following the demise of His Royal Majesty Oba Shefiu Adewale, who joined his ancestors on Saturday, May 31, 2025. In a statement signed by the Commissioner for Local Government, Chieftaincy Affairs and Rural Development, Bolaji Robert, the state government called the attention of the general public, especially residents of Ekpe and environs, to the fact that no official approval has been granted to any individual to be recognized as the Olu of Ekpe. Hence, it is illegal to accord anyone such respect. The commissioner emphasized that the process of selection and installation of traditional rulers in Lagos State is governed by established legal and administrative procedures, which has not begun in this case, while informing that security operatives in the state have been directed to avoid breakdown of law and order in Ekpe and to also carry out proper investigation to arrest and prosecute impersonators to the stool in line with the Lagos State law of Obas and Chiefs. Roberts said the Lagos State government remains committed to upholding due process and ensuring peace and order in the state. And now to the rest of the stories. Vice President Kashim Shettima has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to transforming Nigeria's education sector through strategic support and reforms. Shettima gave the assurance during a courtesy visit by the management of the University of Ibadan, led by its Vice Chancellor Kayode Adeboale, at the presidential villa in Abuja. He assured the university management of President Bola Tinubu's commitment to mobilizing both public and private sectors' resources to support institutions like University of Ibadan and elevate the country's overall education system. The Vice President also highlighted key initiatives under the Tinubu administration, including the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NEL Fund, which was designed to support indigent students. Ekiti State's government has recruited an additional 404 personnel into the Ekiti State Security Network Agency, also known as Amotekun, the Agro-Martial and Anti-Grazing Corps, as part of its efforts to strengthen the state security architecture, especially at the grassroots. Special Advisor to Ekiti State Governor on Security, Ebenezer Ogundano, described the recruitment of the new security operatives as a sustained investment in the state security architecture, which underscores the administration's commitment to safety of lives and property of residents of the state. Ogundano stated that the move was aimed at further strengthening the state security framework as governments considered it necessary to rejig the security architecture of the state by establishing national informal security outfits that will have community participation and complement efforts of the formal security agencies in the state. He said the passing out ceremony, which marked a significant milestone in the collective pursuit of a safer Ekiti, came as a result of the marching order issued to the security agencies to reposition and address the emerging security challenges in the state. And over to some foreign news. Cambodia has called for an immediate ceasefire with Thailand as the two countries have seen more than 30 people killed, including civilians, in the ongoing border clashes. Cambodia's ambassador to the UN, Che Kyo, said his country asked for a truce unconditionally, noting that Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia, also wanted a peaceful solution to the dispute. Thailand has not publicly commented on the proposal, rejecting third-party mediation. It earlier declared martial law in 8 districts, bordering Cambodia, and at least 32 people, soldiers and civilians, have been killed and nearly 200,000 displaced in these two Southeast Asian countries who accuse each other of firing the first shots on Thursday. And now sports news. The First Lady of Nigeria, Oluremi Tinubu, has tasked Super Falcons to do the nation proud by winning the title at the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Justin Madugu's side will take on hosts Atlas Lionesses of Morocco in the final of the competition at the Olympic Stadium, Rabat, today. Mrs. Tinubu charged the players to go all out for victory in the final. The Super Falcons are targeting a record extending 10th title in the competition. The West Africans have never lost in the final of the WAFCON. And that was our news at 10. But just before we go, remember, speed thrills but kills. Please avoid excessive speed. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs. It's live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. And you can visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio live on my Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 1,050 rural women received intensive training in boosting output in agricultural production, and the beneficiaries were given equal access to markets? Then you can get more details on the Legacy Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has inaugurated legacy projects in Agboyi, Ketu, and Bariga Local Council Development Areas, LCDAs, of the state. Vice President Kashim Shettima has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to transforming Nigeria's education sector through strategic support and reforms. And we also told you that Cambodia has called for an immediate ceasefire with Thailand, as the two countries have seen more than 30 people killed, including civilians, in the outgoing border clashes. And in sport, First Lady of Nigeria, Oluremi Tinubu, has tasked the Super Falcons to do the nation proud by winning the title at the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. And for contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Beautiful morning to you.